Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Shadowspell. I am Sebastian. Today, I'll be streaming our latest Saturday game campaign. It's called The Lost City. It is a updated version to 5e of an older module, plus some homebrew done by the amazing DM Kirsty. Um, so, without further ado, I will be starting our latest campaign that we did, latest session, I should say, and join us this Saturday at 11 a.m. EST time uh, for our live gameplay. All right, I hope you enjoy. Have fun.
Let me just get my notes open.
Yeah, I'm pouring my coffee.
Okay, so we last session we were on day 12. We resumed post spooning. We had a little bit of interest. Do you mind? Sorry, we Lenara pondered as to how and why the beetles were able to remain there. Doesn't roll particularly well on her nature check, so figures, what the hell. We begin exploring with Willem checking the eastern door for traps and being unable to find anything of concern. We open the door and spot that there's a person wearing a weird kind of gold mask behind. Clearly, we discover they're Syncadian cultists of the of Gorm. And we kind of blow his mind a little bit, talking to him about the world outside the pyramid, which, as far as they're concerned, clearly doesn't exist, which proves to be entertaining for the rest of the session. He goes and gets his manager because way above his pay grade. And we actually decide to show him the world outside the pyramid, causing him to, first of all, suspect us of trying to blind him, and then causing him to actually have a mental breakdown after he sees the world outside the pyramid. I'm going to be chalking up the number of people that I've caused to have a mental breakdown, currently at 2. Let's see. They decide they can't be dealing with us at this point and just give us open access to the floor and recognize Adriel as a brother after he impersonated, poorly, but still impersonated Gorm, which was very funny. And saved us from potentially getting killed by the cultist guy. So we decide to investigate in the opposite direction to the cultists we found. First room we open is full of, where are they? Full of Sturges. Annoying, but we managed to kill them. Inside that room we also found some gems, which was very nice. And then found another hidden door. We decide to go further around onto that wing and find a room that I've dubbed as Decay Central. We're just the foulest, absolute worst moment of the campaign so far, and we've been through a sandstorm, so that gives you some idea of how bad this has been. We found some. On the plus side, we did find some antique short swords, so it's not all awful. We move past that place after not having a good time, and find a dry storeroom. Emphasis on dry. Which there's some kind of magic field that causes everything to be causes all moisture to go away. Inside there's also what I've dubbed as a desiccated skelly boy, who wakes up when we use Mage Hand to look into the boxes around him. We fight him. We basically just kite him out into the hallway and then finish him off quite quickly. We also, after having beaten up the Skelly Boy, find a whole load of fireworks, which was a great thing to add to our inventory, although some people not happy. The next door we find is covered in a kind of green ooze substance, which decides to lash out at us as we go and have a look into it. Thankfully, we're able to finish that off and move away from it. We then found a bedroom. And next to it, there's a big cage with bees, which, we end up fighting a swarm of bees, because why wouldn't we? After we've killed their bees, the Syncadian cultists come out and welcome us to their territory. we meet up with Canidus again, and he decides to try and initiate the boys into the cult. To which Lunara has a lot of eye rolling, and she nopes out of the situation as soon as the shirts come off.
Oh yeah.
Willem is challenged to a Bunny Quotes trial by combat, which is mostly show combat, and has a lightning bolt tattooed on his chest and is given a mask. We end up there, resting in their territory, and leveled up.
Awesome. Thank you for the great and quite amusing recap. Gosh, we did a lot of stuff last session.
We did. And we're resuming, I guess, on day 13.
And we sure are. So let me bring you over to the map. Make sure I bring you over to the right map. Here we go. And you should all be over here. And I believe at this point you should also have the map pretty much opened up. You should be able to see everything grayed out because you've been just about everywhere.
Yeah, I think we've explored everything.
Yeah. Well, everything that you know of. So we are going to resume with you guys having woken up. And I know there was a request for a little bit of RP around how some of our newfound skills occurred. So I will just say this, that the Brotherhood of Gorm are interesting hosts. They talk a little bit as you guys are sort of chatting with them and having breakfast with them. They talk a little bit about having, basically taking over the pyramid, getting everything secured for them and the Brotherhood, and just making sure that they're the ones in charge kind of deal. You get the idea that there is a conflict, and I think we touched on this last time. There's a little bit of conflict between the other factions within the pyramid. You are aware that there is the Sisterhood of Madeira. I can never say that name, Madirna, and the Magi group as well, the followers of Usamigaris. Don't try and say that 10 times fast. And so there seems to be like a sort of political structure that's going on here. You also get the idea, and I just want to, again, this was something we touched on last time. I just want to make sure that it is understood that these people are like this group of people from the Brotherhood are not the only members of the Brotherhood of Gorm, but also this is like a temporary they're like an excursion party kind of idea. This isn't their permanent residence, their permanent area. This is just an area of the pyramid that is theirs that they are staying in while they are securing this floor. So that being said, Chang, do you want to start and talk to us a little bit about your character and your newfound skills?
I figured so I figured I should because like I told Kirsty, it would be a bit weird if my character who only fought with fists all of a sudden just started like doing crazy shit.
You know what? I think it's good whenever we level up as something to go over is how you acquire your new skills or what you it's an immersive thing, right?
Yeah,
Well,
like it.
well, maybe for like a milestone level in like a subclass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Since Wei joined the caravan, every night, if any of you have just sort of looked towards him, he would have been meditating with that's some well like a sword. It's a very like a Asian style long sword, so not a very large cross guard and everything. You guys get the idea. Anyways, meditating every night, and you don't know why. You don't know why he never fights with it. He doesn't bring it up or anything. All you've ever seen him do is beat people up with his fists and feet. But on this particular night, as he's meditating, uh, I guess this is our common room, this area.
Yeah.
He's just perched up against the walls, same position as as you guys have probably seen him before, sword in the hand. But I would say this would be fairly late at night, if anybody's still up. Yeah, he'd be meditating. At some point, starting to breathe heavy. The sword would start sort of rumbling a little bit in his hands, but if anybody's looking, it seems he's not actually doing it himself. You know, like ooh, not like. And it lifts off a few inches off of his hands and starts to hover in the air. Head full of sweat. And a little while longer, opens his eyes. It becomes pure, almost like it kind of looks like Adriel, where it's almost pure blue white. And you would see like this sort of aura being extracted from his body, that like trails from his emitting from his body, and immediately you see some sort of you see essentially a sort of ghost figure, what seems to look exactly like Wei standing in front of him, and like with no features on his face, just eyes, body type and hair, and he's just standing there. I think he would apologize because he would have let out a very loud scream.
I think the Brotherhood would all come running.
In which case, Willem shits his pants again.
And it's just this ghost figure standing in front of him at the ready. No, not at the ready, but just like standing straight up. Open his eyes would go back to a normal color. He would stand up, sort of move a little bit. And you would see the ghost sort of pantomime his movements as well. Sort of like when Scooby-Doo, where they're trying to fool the monster. And then just after that, he just starts flexing. Woo! Yeah! Fuck you, Cecile, you slag! Woo! I did it. Oh. Starts flexing all over the place. Oh man, that's got me proper chuffed there.
Yeah, so Willem would get up and pull a dagger and just, what the fuck just happened?
He sort of Wei puts both of his hands up, like I was like, oh, easy, easy. His the little ghost version of him also does the same thing. Oh, it's all right, it's all right. It's me.
Yeah,
Well,
I've got the dagger pointed at the ghost because, ghost.
Right. No, mate, it's all right. That's what we do.
All right.
It took me a while to learn about it, but yeah, I've got it. And if you're wondering who Cecile is, he's a massive cunt who bet me I couldn't do this within the month, and I did. And he's a slag.
I just give him a thumbs up after I put the dagger away.
Oh, I mean, you must look within yourself to be enlightened and all that stuff. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Sorry.
Yeah. Just don't scream in the night anymore, please.
Yeah, save screaming like that for actual emergencies.
Mm-hmm. Just dab the sweat off of my forehead and just go back to meditating. Meditate sleeping.
Awesome. If you don't have a point of inspiration, please take it.
I still haven't used the one that you gave us in the first
Start
section.
using them. I can't hand out anymore if you don't use them.
I'm hoarding them.
Adriel, do you have anything you want to talk about with your character and your newfound abilities?
Not really. He just was. You would just see him practicing, like shooting lightning arcs from one hand to another, things like that. But he doesn't. I mean, it's hard to
Yeah.
say what he gets because he just gets his meta magic twin spell. So maybe
Right.
he's shooting 2 arcs at the same time, like practicing.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, magic going back and forth. The Brotherhood is quite interested by it, and they keep like you can sort of see them, being like, "Are you sure you are a brother? How are you able to command magics? Oh,
Do-
sorry. How art thou able to command magics?"
Through the power of Gorm.
Gorm is indeed powerful and wise. It is just so
He is.
he never bestows magics upon people. It is so strange. Perhaps you are chosen in some manner. And they kind of let it go, but you do see them like they're kind of like giving you a little bit of side eye.
And I keep doing it just to. make
Just
them more
ruin it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Lunara, anything for you that you want to go over this?
Yeah, I
night?
think Lunara is kind of woken up in the early hours of the morning by the absence of Quoth. He's normally relatively close to where she sleeps. And like she notices that this door here is ajar, and like goes out into the hallway and
Mhm.
discovers that like Quoth is down the other end. Like this, obviously, maybe this is empty. And she kind of goes up to him, and I don't know if any of you like you might hear this faintly, but Quoth talks to her in a voice that is very much not any of yours and very definitely not Lunara's. And says words to the effect of, "Do not forget our pact. We have a deal. You have an end to uphold. You will provide your due. And I will give you this to ensure that you can meet that obligation." And he basically he pours like this inky black smoke into her, and it just like it cloaks her and it surrounds her, and then it completely dissipates. And you probably would find her like laid out in the hallway in the morning, looking even more dead than she would normally look. Like, this is a character that looks mostly dead to begin with. She looks deader. She barely has a pulse. Her skin is ridiculously pale, but she's alive, and she has new abilities,
Awesome.
which will present themselves as time goes on.
Time goes on. Fantastic. Okay. Do any of you guys react to finding her in the hallway the next morning?
Willem would probably feel for a pulse. Okay, there's barely one, but she's alive. And just kind of smack her on the face.
Ow! Do you mind?
Well, you're
What?
lying in the hallway
Oh,
and you barely have a pulse. Are you feeling okay? Why are you so pale?
but dude, it's whatever year this is now. You can't just ask a person that. I have no idea. Can't help you. I'm just here now. This is what happened.
All right. Well, as long as you're okay. Are you okay?
I think so. I'll give you an answer in 20 minutes when I've had a chance to wake up properly.
All right. Feel better.
Thank you.
Awesome. Lunara, go ahead, take a point of inspiration if you have not got one.
I still have.
Stop
You've given me
keeping them.
I still haven't used the first inspiration you gave me, and this would be number 3.
Oh, you guys are the worst. I will get you trained to spend your inspiration so I can give you more. Um, Adam, what about you? Do you have anything that Willem would like to do?
So like, but before all of this, like before we go to bed, and after the sign up for the Brotherhood, he would step into the room with the cage. How much distance would you say is between like like the cage bars?
So I think we established they're kind of quite small, because it is like the bees could get through, but it's difficult for you to get even your hands in.
Yeah, but I was able to get some gold that was near like the. Okay.
Near the edge, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to practice firing the arrows through, like on an angle, so it's going through multiple
Oh, cool.
um, sides, and just trying to line up the shots, move, stop, line up the shot, take it,
Awesome. Some
and
of the
just
Cincadians come out to watch you, and they're cheering for you, and they're placing bets onto whether or not you can get the shots. They seem to enjoy watching this kind of thing.
and if I could, once I feel like I've gotten pretty good at it, I would ask one of them to spar.
Oh, heck yeah, they're totally down for that.
Okay.
Fish bait. Ooh-ha.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, they seem to live to fight. They're all very fit, and they seem to constantly be just like fighting and training and practicing and all that kind of stuff. And so when you're asking them to spar with you, you fit right in with them, and they're more than happy to fight. You show them some techniques, they show you some techniques. Their fighting style is quite old-fashioned, surprise, surprise. But they do seem to be very well trained, and like I said, they seem to practice a lot, so they're all quite proficient.
And let's even say I get two of them to fight,
Yeah,
spar, and practice jumping away, then coming around like from the side of one while the other's on the other side.
awesome. Yeah, for sure. And again, they have some sort of like tips that they show you as to how to do that, and they practice coming in at you for like as pairs and like from different sides and different angles. Probably not in this room, probably in like a bigger room that gives you guys a little bit more space to work in.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I like it.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe the room with the ladders or something. They just push the dead bugs off to the side. Um, but yeah, and there's lots of laughter. There's lots of like poking fun at each other as it's going. Some others come out and watch, and they start yelling tips, um, and just the joking and laughing that happens with that sort of stuff. Um, and same deal if you don't have inspiration.
Yeah, I haven't used it
Oh man, all of you.
yet. But yeah, at the end with the two guys I was fighting, we do like the what is it, Beast Hunter? The like clasping the forearms
Oh yeah, yeah.
handshake,
Awesome. Yeah.
and that all happens before everything else.
Right. Awesome. Yeah. So you guys have an interesting evening and morning with the Brotherhood. And they tell you, you're welcome. So everyone who wishes, so sorry, Adriel and Willem are both given masks of the Brotherhood. Wei and Lunara, you guys are offered
A free T-shirt.
uh, they have it's a necklace with a small golden mask of Gorm attached. And they offer these to you as symbols that you may present to show that you are friends of the Brotherhood.
I will accept it with a small head bow.
Okay. Lenar, do you accept them as well?
Yeah, I think Lenara accepts it. It can't hurt to have that.
Okay. So yeah, you're given. So the masks indicate full Brotherhood status, and the necklaces indicate that you are friends of the Brotherhood. So all I need to know is, are you guys wearing them, or do you put them in your packs?
I think Lenara would put hers in the pocket once she's out of view of the Brotherhood. Like it's something she can bring out when it's useful, but it's not something she's going to wear constantly.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, same. Like I'll wear the mask while I'm around them, but
Once you head off, you'll take it away.
and put it in my backpack.
Okay.
I'm not wearing my mask. No.
All right. Okay. So, in the morning, as I said, you're welcome to stay with the Brotherhood as long as you'd like. You are in well with them at the moment.
I assume, by the way, I don't detect any magic on the necklace itself.
No, you do not.
Sure.
The necklaces are just plain. They are, if you choose to sell them, they're worth 20 GP.
Probably won't, but good to know.
But yeah,
And I assume I don't detect any magic on the masks either.
no.
Okay,
They
good.
are indicators of your status. So if you run into any other Brotherhood members while you're around, you may show those, and they will treat you as friends, hopefully.
Okay.
And yeah, with that, where do you guys want to go the next morning? Do you go up and out? Do you go further down in?
I would have
The
asked.
stairs?
I would have asked. Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you go
that's-
further down?
We found the stairs in the corner.
Oh, was there stairs? I don't remember.
Yeah, just
so
past
they.
the B room.
I think it's over here.
Yeah, like in the
Um,
bottom left-hand corner of the map.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh, they're there. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Brotherhood, and they'll happily tell you that the next floor down is go down the stairs. Be warned, there are it is filled with the others. They
The
have
others?
bases there.
The other cults, I see.
Yes.
Gorm will protect.
Gorm will protect you. Tread safely, my friends. And is that where you guys are headed?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then let me bring you to the next section of the map. Hang on, I'm just bringing all your tokens over. We need Quoth.
We've only been down here a day, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
for
a
the
bit.
long rest.
Okay.
Oh, also, while I'm thinking about thing. Come on, load.
I was just wondering if we should check in with Strawgak and let him know what's going on
You want to
Before
climb
we
back
get
down?
before we get too deep.
I feel like
He's expecting us to be away for a while, so I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
we'll-
that's
Sorry about
just
yeah. Like I can always send Quoth back to him if needs be. We have a multiple mile radius for that, so
So who's first?
I like that
will-
your character's in the lead and you're like, who's gonna go first?
I will check for traps at this door.
I'll be behind Willem.
All right, go ahead, roll yourself your investigation.
I'll be somewhere near the front because I'll be keeping
Oh,
my
God.
magical eyes on the thing. Oh boy, we're in danger.
And so it begins.
I will have no sign of any traps on this door that you can see.
Is it locked?
You can try it and find out.
I will try the door. It's not locked.
Yeah,
Yay.
so I actually have the ability to lock these. So if you
Oh, cool.
try and click on it and it doesn't open, it'll show up with a little lock on it to show that it's locked.
That's
That's
cool.
very cool.
It's really neat.
All right, I will stealth my way up
Okay,
to this corner.
go ahead, make me a stealth check.
Both's gonna come and join you while we're waiting out here.
Okay, Koth can make me a stealth check too, then please.
Okay.
I'll stealth with
Well-
Willem.
Okay.
If Quoth is on my shoulder,
Oh, if Quoth is on your shoulder, he doesn't need to make a stealth check. If he's
Yay!
flying,
No
yes, he
stealth
is.
check for the burb.
Awesome. And 16. Yeah. Okay. So you guys creep forward. You're seeing more of what you saw above. Similar sort of floors. Everything is cracked and old and faded. And so far, all you're seeing really is just really long hallway. Bendy, twisty, really long hallway.
all right, I will
Mm.
move around. Can I still use that stealth check?
You can't. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to make you roll one every 30 feet. Yeah, so hallway is a little bit bizarre as it goes quite far around, and then you have a really long stretch that simply leads to a door.
All right, I will. Well, Lunar probably already knows because you can see through Quoth, right?
I can. Yep.
Wave us over.
Yeah.
And you have a lantern lit as well, right, Willem?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Otherwise, I would be a terrible scout.
everything here is very dark. Can you guys see
Yeah.
other rooms?
Oh,
Like,
no.
can you see beyond the door?
No. can't
Not
see
yet.
well.
Okay,
Nice.
good. For some reason, I can. I think
Oh.
I was using it to test with another, like a test token, and for some reason it has stayed revealed for me. But as long as you guys can't see it, that's fine. Yeah. So really long corridor. Everything is very quiet. You're far enough down in the pyramid now that you can't really hear any outside noises, and there doesn't seem to be a lot going on inside from here. It's just very, very quiet. Willem, the door that you are approaching is a little bit different than the other doors that you have seen in this pyramid. For starters, there's no handle on it. There is a button next to it. And you don't see any hinges on it. It looks as though it opens some other way.
Like Star Trek style.
It doesn't have the middle thing, so it might slide sideways, it might slide up or down, but yeah, you get the idea that it's that kind of.
Okay,
door.
I'm gonna check the button and the door for traps, obviously,
Okay.
and
Yeah, I guess I'll be detecting. Like, I'll come up behind and be like obviously still detecting magic. I've got that.
yeah,
up
I was
constantly, so-
just gonna say that.
Okay. So you don't detect. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. 1 sec. All right. So you don't detect any magic, Lunara. You get the idea
Okay.
that however this functions, it is mechanical in nature.
Okay.
Uh,
I will rather than actually saying those words, I will message that to Willem.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So you just hear my voice in your head, without without that feeling of it actually having come through the air.
Does it creep you out, Willem, or are you?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's like looking around, looks back at Lunara, and it's like points at his head.
She smiles knowingly and nods.
Thumbs up.
So Willem, there is a something carved into the button. It almost looks like maybe a flower. It's sort of got like two sort of scrolly leaf-like things and then a stem going straight up, but instead of a flower at the top of the stem, it's got just like a line across it. Oh, Lunara, you're looking through Quoth's eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Uh,
can look at it closer through Quoth.
I'm just gonna send you a little message here.
Okay.
Oh, for Pete's
Yeah.
sake.
Not hearing anything, I'm going to take my
Hold
dagger and just.
yeah, hold tight a second.
Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to send a message. I'm just having some issues here. So Willem, yeah, you don't detect any traps on this door. It is an unusual configuration, but looking at it, you believe that pushing the button should cause the door to open.
I message I message into your head. That symbol means south. That's curious. I would be cautious. Maybe take a step back, and I can mage hand it if it's a push.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, yeah, come back. Come back away. Okay, and then yeah, I'll mage hand, and push the button and see if it does anything.
Okay, so you mage hand, you push the button, and the door opens. You are looking into a long corridor with a button at the other. With a door at the other end.
I'm gonna fly Quoth in there just to be on the safe side.
Sure. Quoth flies inside, and there is something of note. There are a series of buttons along the wall at the center of the hallway.
Okay. Okay. Nothing immediately dangerous. Looks like there's some more buttons in there.
All right, let's go inside.
Yeah.
Now, the series of buttons, are they like right next to each other, or are they up, down, side, side?
They look like this. So they're up, down, and you can see that they are strange in nature. Lunara, you can read them all. I should have actually put the translations in next to them because you can read them all. They are all cardinal directions. So
Okay.
the top one is actually south. I misinformed you when I told you what they looked like. The top one is south. And I am just taking a little screen snip here, and I will put all the full translations in there. But that's what you see is these. Each of these is a direction, and yeah.
Okay.
So, what do you suggest?
So, the simplest answer would potentially be, since they're all cardinal directions, the simplest answer would maybe be that they open various doors around here. Not sure how confident I feel in the simplest answer being the correct one in this case. I'd like to send Quoth up to this top door and just see if there's another symbol up here.
There is no symbol next to the doors on the inside of the hallway.
Okay.
I
No.
just changed that handout, so if you close it, I'll reopen it for you,
Okay.
and it should now have the directions on there too.
All right. Okay. South, southwest, west, east. Okay. So let me see what happens if I push the button marked south.
You push the button marked south, and the door slides closed.
Oh no way.
Oh, what a shame. I pushed the
There's-
south button again.
Hold on. There's
That's fine.
a sort of grinding noise, and the floor under your feet sort of like wiggles is the best way I can describe it.
Okay.
And then both doors slide open.
I'll step through this time. That was a bit rude.
I mean, you had an opportunity to come in. Interesting. So, did I hear or feel anything else happen?
Nope.
We just interesting.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's any like pressure plates?
Sure. You can roll perception or you can roll investigation. I will take either.
They're equal, so let's go investigation. Whoops.
Nice
So
roll.
5.
Oh no! I looked at the bottom one. I was like 20. Awesome. You don't see anything that looks like pressure plates on the floor. You test some of them. And everything seems to be solid.
All right. We'll walk up to the door.
Okay, you walk up to the door. It is currently in an open position. I don't know if I described. They slide upwards.
Okay.
All right. Let's go through.
So, quick question: was it like the room that kind of jutted and then stuff happened, or?
Yeah.
Should we stay in here, push another button, and open the door and see if it changes?
Worth a try.
Willem, come back.
Oh, okay.
Don't want to get left behind.
You could end up anywhere. Let's push the north button then, I guess.
Okay, you push the north button. Both the doors slide closed.
Okay.
The room does another judder. You hear the sound of some kind of mechanics engaging, and then the doors slide open.
Is it the exact same hallway?
Give me an intelligence check, please, or
Okay.
perception.
I would like to make a perception check on that one as well.
Sure, absolutely.
With assistance of Quoth.
Perception.
Nice. Okay, so you guys can see Willem's footsteps where he stepped out into the hallway in the dust.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And we can see we can see our footprints in the hallway in the south still.
Yes.
Huh.
Okay. Lunara is going to like find a piece of chalk or something from her kit, and lean out the door here and just write an S on the floor,
Okay.
and then go up to this one and write an N on the floor,
Okay.
and then come back to the wall and then push the the east button.
I'm writing on the floor here.
Thank you.
You're gonna
and then yeah,
push the east
push-
button.
yeah. See what
Okay.
happens.
The doors slide closed.
This is fun, I say.
Hmm.
The DM
We're
panics.
doing science.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Hang on.
I see. I think I understand how this room works now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really hard. I wish there was a way that I could do this in Roll20,
Yeah.
and have it be as cool as it is in my head. But this is what we're going with.
Okay.
I see. I get what's happening. The room,
Oh,
like, we literally
boy.
feel it rotate.
You exactly. There's a grinding noise, and the hallway shudders, and this time it's a little bit more of a shudder. You feel things start to spin. I think your characters would be aware that it's like something is happening. And when the doors open, you are looking at two different hallways.
Okay. So you push the button of the direction you want to go. And then it does its rotatey thing.
All right. So
So which direction do we want to go? Like, I kind of want to be trolly and see what happens if we push one of the internal directions, like northwest, southwest,
let's do it.
just to see how this system works. Let's do that. We're gonna go southwest.
Make Kirsty have to change the dynamic lighting around.
And the bloody hallway.
and the walls.
Map 2. I'm also concerned because I don't think I put southwest. Oh, I do have the southwest one on.
Nice.
Oh,
I
good.
just don't have. I don't think I have the northeast one. So, hang on. Dynamic lighting.
So what I'm hearing is northeast next.
Should we try
Okay.
northeast?
I will never speak to you again. Just kidding.
Well, we can just play
Um,
that one in the mind.
I'll just have to move the. I'll just have to move the walls without the. Without the map.
Lenara then pushes all of the buttons and just as it spins.
Woo.
And we all throw up.
Yeah. Okay. Did that do it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very impressive how fast you're doing that.
That is impressive. That is impressive.
I'm using like my mouse and my keyboard shortcuts, and I'm like, please make this work. Yeah, I think I
Okay.
moved on 3 of the maps instead of 4 of them. I'm realizing.
Oh.
I might be able to work it while you guys explore here.
Awesome. Shall we go through one of these doors?
Yeah. Why not?
Yep.
Let's try the top end door, or actually,
Yeah,
which way do you
I'll
want to
go. I'll go northeast.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, sorry. These doors open, by the way, as well. I forgot I had to do that. Those doors slide open when the hallway moves. So, this hallway again, you're seeing hallways. But you do notice one thing that is slightly different in this hallway that you haven't seen elsewhere, and that is up here. You see that there are these 2 like statues, and let me just. So there are 2 10-foot tall statues of female fighters. They wear masks with the face of the female statue that you saw on top of the pyramid. The 2 statues stand with spears outstretched to form an arch. The only way down the corridor appears to be in single file under the crossed spears.
I prepare a lightning spark in my hand.
Oh boy.
Have faith, Willem.
So my mask is away in my backpack.
Okay. You see now while I was asking, I take it.
I will. Does it look like there's like the movable joints, like with the statues on top?
No, these seem to be carved of stone. and you do not see any joints the same way that you saw in the statues up top.
What could possibly go wrong? There's been no traps yet.
And Lunara, you're not detecting any magic either.
Okay.
Right, in for the penny.
And I will cross under the spears.
Okay. As you cross under the spears, Willem, your foot hits a pressure plate.
Ah, god damn it!
However, nothing seems to happen. The floor depresses slightly, but that is all that you notice.
See, that almost makes me more worried.
Some kind of early warning system, maybe.
Ah, mate, just forgot to refill it.
All right, I will walk up to this door.
Okay.
Both ears going with you.
And since I felt that pressure plate,
I'm gonna hop over the pressure plate.
ah, god damn it!
Yeah, you have a look.
Could Quoth at least be providing kind of the aid action with this, being close and having Lenara looking through his eyes.
For an investigation on a trap, I'm gonna say no.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, because I'm feeling for like tripwires or.
Yeah.
Fair. Fair
Um,
enough.
Willem, you don't notice any traps associated with this door.
Okay, I will attempt to open it. Is there like a button or is it a regular door?
This is a regular door like the ones that you have seen in other places in the dungeon.
Okay, it is locked. I will attempt to use my thieves' tool.
Lord.
Okay, go ahead and make me
Hey.
I'm just gonna squeeze past the other two. Excuse me.
Excuse me,
make me,
pardon me.
a dexterity check with your thieves' tools.
Oh, come on!
No, your
Wow.
rolls. Yeah, the door unfortunately does not open.
Is it made out of wood?
It is made out of stone, like the other parts of this pyramid. But if you're thinking you could break it down, you probably could. You could break it at the
Why?
hinges or something. If you
Yeah,
wanted.
can I
Okay.
use my crowbar to like give to somebody with strength?
Yeah.
Oh, ain't nobody here. Got strength.
I was gonna say, looks around a party.
All right, well, let's give it a shot.
I'll assist.
Okay.
Get on there, Big Willie.
So you jam the crowbar in, and the two of you start prying at it. Go ahead and roll me strength with advantage.
Oh my god.
I don't think we're getting
Yeah.
this way.
It does not open.
Dump strength as a party, they said. What's the worst that could happen, they said.
Hmm.
So yeah, it doesn't move.
It does not.
Doesn't look like we're getting through this way.
All right. Back round. Back round.
Okay, I guess we'd pry another direction then.
As you guys are leaving, you hear like a clanging noise from inside the room.
Inside the room from beyond that door?
From
Or
beyond
ins-
that door. Yeah, it sounds like something metal falling on the ground.
Ugh.
All right.
I'll try tapping with my crowbar.
Yeah.
There's silence from the other side.
Someone screaming help? What?
Sorry, my partner gets very into her game.
She sounds fun to game with.
That's fine. Doesn't matter.
Do you want me to try to open the door? And I start to like spark lightning between my hands.
So the doors go up, right?
This one's on a hinge and it opens like a normal door. The doors in the hallway that rotates go up and down.
Okay. Is there a gap underneath that I could maybe peek through?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, you know what? There is. You peek through the gap and you can actually see that there is some light inside of the room. It's sort of flickering like some kind of candlelight or torchlight. And you can also see something white kind of billowing like fabric, but that's about it.
Can I try something? I'm gonna try. I say, wait, hold on 1 second. And I go and I step on that pressure plate. This is probably the dumbest thing, but I want to see if it unlocks the door.
Oh, that's so clever. I wish it did.
Oh.
It
So I step on it, yeah, and I'm like, try the door now, but it doesn't work, I guess. Yeah.
Actually, though, well, you're close enough that you hear like a ding.
Hmm.
What's that? What's that? Oh,
Well, I heard a ding when Adriel stepped on that pressure plate.
what kind of ding?
I assume a bell.
It's
Yeah.
definitely an early warning system then.
Yeah.
Right, Adri, do it again.
Yeah, try jumping up and down on it.
I keep
Yeah.
pushing my foot on it.
Ding, 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 ding.
Exactly. That's what happens.
So I'll try to listen too. I'll get up against the door. I'll try to listen too.
Yeah, and I'll get on my belly and try to see under the door again. See if anyone's responding.
Um, you know what? I think someone does respond to this. That's annoying. You all of a sudden you see a pair of feet, Willem, standing next to the door. They are they're like leather shoes. And you hear a female voice saying, "Are you trying to raise our ire?"
Is it in common?
Oh no, it is not. It is
Okay.
in
Syndician.
Yeah.
So Linara kind of waves at Adriel to stop, like please stop this, stop. And says in Sidician, like, my apologies. My brothers will try anything.
Adriel, do you stop?
Yeah, I stop.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Your brothers. Are you members of the Brotherhood?
We are not.
Psst, love, tell him what a build is or something like that. Something like that.
I'll handle this. Don't worry. I'll handle it.
Got the 10 o'clock appointment.
Is that what you call it?
We can't understand her. We don't know what's being said.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying to because I don't assume I assume that voice didn't sound very happy. Like, who is it? And I'm like, no.
Housekeeping.
She says, "Why dost thou ring our doorbell so frequently?"
We are just exploring this level. My apologies for disturbing you.
Art thou a member of the Sisterhood?
I am not, but I wouldn't mind being.
door opens,
Oh boy.
and in front of you, you see some women. They are wearing, the first thing that you notice is that they are wearing some elaborate bronze
Oh,
masks.
those are pretty. Yeah.
I know. I really like these ones. I've had a lot of fun looking for masks online, and maybe have a few saved that I now want to purchase. Um, yes, this is they're made of bronze, unlike the gold ones that you saw on the Brotherhood. The other thing that you notice is that these women are wearing chain shirts. They have maces at their waist. And they are obviously all women. Um, the one who opens the door sort of says, "If thou can keep your men, what's the word I'm looking for? If thou
Under
can keep thy
control?
men under control, yes, thank you.
Mm.
Then thou may enter."
Okay. Uh,
I
she kind of says, one moment, and turns to the other and says, right, I need you to behave a minute, okay?
I will move, like, just sort of trade places with Lunara, so she's the first one in.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll hold up 3 fingers. Scout's honor.
Don't lie to me, you weren't a scout.
Okay, so the room that you are entering is. Oh, crikey, hang on.
Mm.
I made a right mess of this. Oh, I'm so far away from where I should be. The room you are entering is a old like there's okay. Let me try this reading the description because I'm not doing a good job of it by myself. Near the northeast corner of this room is an altar covered with green and white cloth. On the altar sits a 3 foot tall, 3 inch tall. I can't read it. It's really tiny. Hang on, fit to width. It's a 3 foot tall statue of a woman holding a sword with a sheaf of wheat, and you guys recognize that as Madarua. Sorry.
Darua, yep.
Yeah. To each side of the statue burns a large white candle. In front of the altar itself, incense burns in 3 small braziers. White drapes hang on all the walls, and the floor is covered by a green carpet. The room is dust-free and has been scrubbed clean, except for the ceremony. Nope, it doesn't. I was going to say, except for the ceremonial equipment, the room appears empty, but it doesn't because there are 4 women in here, keeping an eye on you guys. They are, yeah, and they sort of stand back and allow you to enter. You do notice that they have very deliberately flanked you so that when you come into the room, you've got women on either side of you. And the final thing that you notice about them is that they have on their wrist I believe it's on their wrist. Yeah, there's a small sickle that is branded on the inside of their left wrists.
Okay.
And you can sort of see that as they move about and talk to you. This one here is the one who is doing the speaking for the group, and she says, "From whence dost thou come? Thou art dressed very strangely."
We come from a long way away.
"Ah, from the depths in the city."
Something like that, yes.
"Ah, well then what brings thou to the top of the world?"
We've come to explore. We've come to have a look around. People from our area haven't been here for a while, and we figured it was worth us finding out what's here. While I'm having this conversation, I'm getting quotes to translate again.
Okay. Thy language is a bit strange, but I understand thee.
I apologize. My dialect is very different from the pure tongue.
it is strange to hear someone speaking differently, but why dost thou choose to travel with men, sister?
Uh, mutual protection.
Ah, I see, a temporary
They
alliance.
they
I can
are
understand
they
that.
are they are useful,
Very
and I am
well, we
useful to
will
them.
grant you all entrance. Perhaps you would like to meet our what does she call herself? Hang on. Leader?
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
No, I guess just leader. She doesn't really have a
Oh.
title the way the others do. Yeah, we shall bring you to Pandora. Come.
Sure.
And they open a secret door that I, like an idiot, didn't put in this map. So I'm just
Ah.
going to move you guys through it if you don't mind. So I'm just going to
Mhm.
shuffle your characters a little bit. Please bear with me.
Oh, Pandora, what could possibly go wrong?
Mm. Just don't open any of her presents.
So the secret door is just there.
Cool.
And the maidens take you through into this room here. And the room that you are currently in is a room that appears to be empty except for a large stone vault in the middle of the east wall. You can see that the vault has a keyhole, and it looks like the stone slabs that make up the vault are too heavy to be moved.
Mhm.
So that's what you're looking at right here. The women move forward, and they actually open a secret door right there.
Mhm.
And they bring you through. And the leader of the group says, Pandora, we have found the intruders. They are from another part of this realm. They say they are here exploring. And they kind of bring you through into the next room over here. So you see that there are a group of women seated around the table here. They are all wearing their chainmail and they have the masks on. And then there is one woman who is unmasked, who stands up and seems to be this Pandora that you are looking for. And that is this woman here. She's got some markings on her face and she's got her lip pierced because I thought that looked cool.
That does look awesome.
And she stands as you come in, and she says, "Welcome, sister. Your men will be tolerated if they behave themselves."
I'm sure we can. I can ask. I can get them to behave.
Excellent.
I'm-
Allow me then to greet you, sister. My name is Pandora. We are here on an exploration and to hold this region of the world from those that would try and take it from us.
Reasonable. My name is Lenara. We're here on an exploration, not necessarily to take, but to see.
Also reasonable. Where dost thou come from? Thou seems to have a strange manner of speech.
We come from afar, and I'm gonna give the name of the city that we've come from. Obviously, it won't mean much, but
Yeah, she looks confused and says, "I have never heard of this place.
as I
Is
said, we
it
come from afar.
part of the underground city?"
Not exactly, no.
Oh, how strange. Thou must have come from the tunnels beyond.
Beyond, definitely.
Ah, I had no idea that there were people living in the tunnels beyond. Thou art not of Zargon.
Do I know the reference to Zargon?
I'm going to bring up your background questions, and that is pretty much all you know about it. I think the first paragraph there.
Is that just his, or do we all have something in there?
Oh,
Yeah, sorry,
right.
that's
Okay,
just
okay.
that's just
Okay.
Lunar's.
Oh, right. Another name. Right. Copy. No, I'm not. I do not know much of Zargon.
Thou speakest too much sense to be of him, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, when you investigated, did thou encounter any of the Magi?
The Magi.
You would know that that would be the Magi of Usmagaris, which would be the third faction.
Oh, right. No, we have not met them.
Sorry, I know I'm throwing a lot of lore at you right
Mm.
now. She says, then be warned, for they have a stronghold in this level, and they are not friends of the Sisterhood.
Understood. We will be at our guard with them.
And one of the sisters says, Pandora, this woman indicated an interest in joining the Sisterhood. And Pandora says, indeed, is this true?
Indeed it is.
If thou wishest to join the Sisterhood, thou must prove thyself in battle.
I am not particularly martially minded, but I can fight in my own way.
Bring us
And
one of the Magi. If thou canst do this, thou shalt be a member of our Sisterhood. I have some questions I would like to ask them. If thou can get one alone, it should not be a difficult fight with all of you.
okay, we'll see what we can do. And I obviously she logs that as a thing to discuss with the others once we're out of here.
Okay. Do you have any further questions for Pandora?
I assume you're obviously this is your hold fast up here. Like you're not from this region or this level specifically.
That is correct. It has been a while since I was down in the city, the underground city, but it is. This is a stronghold that is held by the maidens. There is always someone here who keeps guard and watches this place and prevents it from being taken over by the Magi and their ilk.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the Brotherhood is a floor above us.
Yes, we've been introduced to them. They're interesting people.
Interesting is not the word that I would use. They are scum, all of them.
My eyes arc.
Apparently, my partner doesn't like that. She's playing It Takes Two, I think, which is why she's yelling so much.
Oh, great game.
Yeah, I guess your bird is translating for us, right? Is that what you said?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the bird translate that, my eyes kind of arc.
Yeah, Willem just kind of scratches his neck. He doesn't have his hood up or his mask on. He's just like, oh boy.
Yes, we'll consider this task. I'll discuss with my friends here.
You discuss with your men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are a semi-equal partnership.
How strange.
Different strokes, different folks.
I suppose, but I do not understand what their inferior intellect could have to say.
They bring unique perspectives. This bit of the conversation is not translated.
She looks at you kind of like with an arched eyebrow, but she doesn't really say much more. But you get the idea that she doesn't think that it's possible for men to have much to contribute.
So when your bird stops translating, I say, "What did she say?" Because clearly more conversations going on.
I'll explain later, she says through Quoth. Okay, we will leave you at this point and maybe come back later on.
Okay, so I'm just gonna close some doors here. Probably this one will get closed also. And the room is going to do. They actually let you out through the door over here.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can go ahead and open that door while I frantically readjust things again. Of course, the door's over. Sorry, I'm having dynamic lighting issues. Oops.
So, I'm going to roll a check very quickly. Just a personal thing for Lunara. See how that rolls. But okay.
Okay, you guys can go ahead and open doors.
I don't like this group.
Oh, I suppose these would be open. So they
Is
call
that door
the
behind
elevator.
us?
Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you. Yeah, and you
It's,
find yourselves back
yeah.
in the hallway, and you push the button, and it calls the hallway back.
Yeah, let's get in here, and then I will discuss to some extent what was said. So yeah, they don't see men in a particularly high regard. They were surprised when I suggested that I would have to discuss further plan of action with you. There were not very kind things said. Let's leave it at that.
They're not as welcoming as the followers of Gorm.
No. They were very happy to see me, and Lunara is blushing very slightly as she says this.
I look to the fellas. Women, am I right?
I have like some inkling to just I want to like just get rid of them all, but
I think we could take them. They're just women. I'm kidding.
Lunara gives you a very kind of pointed look when you say that, but obviously gets that you're joking.
What is it with
So
people and
yeah.
their masks?
Yeah. So I mean, it might be worth us meeting the other cult anyway, seeing what they're like, and then picking a side. Because I mean, it could be useful to at least have support of one of the two in this level.
Well, we belong to the Brotherhood.
You do, yeah.
And so does Wait
I-
Willem. Or Willem
Well-
does. Wait, Willem.
I mean, as long as they don't have to tattoo my chest and see the lightning bolt, I think I can get in with them pretty good.
The sister's, well, yeah, the sister's tattoo is obviously on the wrist, but Lunara
Yeah,
obviously
that's
would only be welcome there.
To play double agent.
Yeah,
I'd
I mean, there's
say-
no reason.
So I'd say we should probably get on the good side of those guarding the front door. And I point up.
But
I mean, those were lovely ladies, but yeah, I don't think they hold us in particularly high regard.
Yeah, I didn't feel welcome there.
I do want to say though, Pandora, woo!
Right? Fist bump.
Ugh.
And I'm just like, what?
Lunara blushes further at that. Just
Oh my god, I'm
Oh, for
dying
fuck's sake.
laughing right now.
I'm waiting for him to finish his sentence. Pandora, what? He's looking at Way.
No, Pandora. You know. You know.
Wink,
Confused
wink,
look.
nudge, nudge. No mean, no mean.
Ooh. I can never whistle when I need to. I can do it when I'm not speaking and I'm just listening to the rest of you guys.
So, who were these other people that they were telling us to get?
I'm assuming it's the cult of the third of the deities that we saw on top of the pyramid.
Hmm.
The Magi's.
Yeah, the Magi.
Maguses.
Do we want to explore more in this level or go further down?
I think let's see more of this level. See as much as we can here.
Yeah, and Willem's interested in Usmagars, I guess the Magi deity, because thieves.
All right. Shall we continue?
Yeah,
Says-
let's go and have a look. Carry on this way if you like, I guess.
Okay, as you guys walk through this hallway, you can hear voices coming from beyond the door up ahead. You hear one voice saying something and then other voices chiming in. The one voice that is speaking alone is sort of a high-pitched voice. It sounds childlike. And then the other voices that are speaking are sound adult, and it sounds like there's a lot of them, and they're speaking in unison. You can't quite make out the words at this point, but especially those of you who don't understand the language. But yeah, that's what's going on in the other rooms. There's definitely people in there.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak up.
Okay.
Do we really want to disturb a room full of chanting?
Well, I'm just gonna I'm assuming this door is got the gap underneath,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
and just take a quick peek. I
Well,
can
let's
make
hope
a
they don't
stealth
eat
check
her.
and a perception check.
Let's hope
Okay.
they don't eat us.
Go ahead and roll those rolls for me, please.
Oh God!
Okay.
Come
well,
on, man. At least stealth was good.
At least your stealth is good, yeah. The stealth is quite good. You sneak up, and I mean they don't seem to have noticed you. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. I'll tell you in a second. Under the door, it's a little bit difficult to see, mostly because you can see 3 pairs of feet, and the rest of that is kind of your view is being blocked. So you can't see much more, but you get the idea that there's quite a few people in there. The other thing that I forgot to mention is this hallway is a little bit different than the other hallways that you have been walking down. This corridor is painted, and it looks like the paint is new. It is black with tiny white stars that have been painted to resemble the night sky. And the door that you are peeking under is made of iron and has a star carved into it.
So I'll do the army hand signals, multiple people inside, gesture, obviously, and sneak back. Should I open it?
No.
We might as well.
Why not?
All right, let's try this.
Gonna sort of in a slightly defeated pose with one hand on the wall. I just look towards it and just shake my head. Oh Lord. There we go.
Oh boy.
All right. You open the door and you see a whole host of people inside of here. They are wearing silver masks. And they have like wings on the sides of them. How cool is this mask?
Yeah, all these
This
masks
is
are
pretty
cool.
badass.
Yeah.
I've had so much fun with the masks, I can't even tell you. Yeah, so it's they're pretty spectacular to look at, and as once it's super eerie. Everyone turns and looks at you, and these masks cover so much of their face that you don't get any facial expressions, just heads turning. It is quite creepy. Um, they are wearing robes, and they are wearing they're black with like little white stars embellished in silver on them. Um, the ones that are closest, you see their hands. Some you've seen Adriel do this, where like all of a sudden his hands will start to like spark with electrical energy. You see some of their hands start to spark. Some of them are glowing green. Some of them have flames looking around them. Some of them also have magical electrical energy. And you know they're sort of like frozen. No one has attacked yet. They seem to be quite taken aback by your appearance. And a young boy comes forward. Um,
Yeah, I'll look in the door and to quote Giovanni, "Hello."
Quoth will translate whatever you end up saying.
Literally just hello.
okay. Um, the young boy sort of steps forward, and he motions to the casters, and they put their hands down and they drop the magic that they are holding. And he says, "Greetings to you, strangers."
Is this in
And
common?
he's speaking in common.
We're just exploring, just trying to get an idea of what this temple city is about.
Art
Just
thou
curious.
from art thou from the outside?
Oh, you know about the outside. Or
We
do
have
you mean
heard.
down?
We have theories that there is an outside, and thou art dressed so strangely I cannot imagine but it is anything else. Is it true? Is there an outside where the night stars shine down upon the realm?
Yep.
Come, enter, tell us more of this. And he steps backward and gestures you into the room, and they all sort of clear back a little bit so that you guys can come in.
Right, so let me tell you about the wonderful food we call pasty.
I am most interested in hearing anything you have to share. I should describe him as well as the room before we get too far into this. So he is a young boy, maybe 12. He has a silver crown on his head rather than a mask. Um, uh, Lunar, you are not getting any magic from the crown, nor are you getting any magic from any specific objects in the room. However, they are all clearly mages. You can see that they have component pouches and spell focuses and that kind of thing. Um, you notice the giant star in the center of the room. Um, so there is a stone star-shaped altar that is at the sort of north part of the room. And then along the north and west walls, you can see these tapestries that are hanging, and they're depictions of the night sky. Um, can everyone make me nature checks, please?
Weirdly, I'm proficient in that.
Uh, Awesome, because you're the only one who rolled high enough. Willem, you would recognize that these aren't just like pictures of stars. These are actually constellations, and they are accurate to, or somewhat accurate. You notice some inaccuracies here, but it is actually like the night sky. It's not just someone drawing stars on a tapestry. Like, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like a night sky
Yeah,
map
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
thing.
The constellations
yeah,
are
like
relatively in the right place.
Yeah, exactly.
Discounting the drift that would happen.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, it's a little, you recognize that. I don't know that the rest of you would notice that, but Willem, it's something that you have picked up on. The young boy seems to be the leader of the group. And he is, instead of wearing the black robes with the stars, he is wearing rainbow colored robes.
Oh, is his name Joseph?
It is not. He actually introduces himself as these names. Ariga.
Type it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
Ariga. And he and his followers seem to speak common. They also speak Syncadian, and you hear them talking to one another in Syncadian. But they are capable of conversing with you in common. He says, "Tell me, is it as bad out there as they say? There must have been survivors if you have managed to come to us. It must be so terrible. Your lives must be so difficult."
Survivors of what?
The Great Destruction.
Collapse here.
What did you say, sorry?
Sorry, the collapse here. Lunara interjects to confirm.
No, there are millions of people out there.
Yeah, the calamity here was local. There are a lot of other civilizations.
You are not suffering on this
We
occasion.
are not.
It
Well,
did
we
take
were.
us-
Well, we were suffering. It's
Yeah,
That's
okay. Going through the
proper.
desert was pretty damn
That's
awful.
proper hot up there.
It took us several days to get to this point.
We had to walk.
You were in a cart.
The camels had to walk.
You can see that you've kind of like shaken him, and the others. They seem to, unlike the other groups, they seem to understand what you're saying, but disbelief isn't quite the right word. But you've rocked their worlds. This is not what they have been taught all their lives.
They're skeptical.
I'm
Yeah.
just curious. How long have you been down here? He looks at the little boy.
He says, "I'm 12."
1,000.
Do you mean my people?
Yeah,
Sure.
well, is this your family?
We are all family here. Yes, we are all magi.
And why do you
Alus
wear a
Nagaris.
crown?
I am the leader of these people.
At 12?
I look at the rest of them. Yeah.
I'd say a bit young. A bit young there, Angel lad.
He says, "I am a chosen one. All of
Oh,
us
boy,
chosen
here
by
we
the
go.
Magi are young, for the Magi himself is a child, and he chooses children to endow the most magic into.
Oh.
Most magic into.
Catholic Church.
I was a child.
No.
I was a child once. I was a moron. Absolute
Well,
moron.
that's why he's the chosen one.
Anyways, you'd love it up there. It's proper fun on the surface. proper fun.
We must bring this knowledge to the others.
Sure.
Perhaps we should bring you to the others.
We'll teach you football.
What is special about the others?
Well, the rest of our brotherhood, the rest of the Magi, we would not keep such a important information secret. Information shall be shared and passed on.
And what are your opinions on the sorry, out of care. What is the woman group called?
The sister, nope, the Maidens of Madirna.
What are your
Madura.
opinions of the
Madara.
Maidens
Madara.
of Madara?
We're Maidens of Madirna.
Yeah, Maidens of Marmara.
Ah,
Madara.
they are rough women who see no value in men.
Reasonable assessment.
They
I look at Lunara.
they fight at the drop of a hat and have no interest in scholarly pursuits.
And what about the Brotherhood of Gorm?
They are almost as bad. They are misogynistic. They too fight when logic should prevail. At least the maidens have a little bit of magic themselves, but the Brotherhood eschew any and all magic.
Sounds like a fair assessment.
Yes, it is the Magi who should be the rulers of the city.
So the city underneath?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you get to this city?
Oh, you must go down through the pyramid. It is a dangerous journey, but when you are there, the city is magnificent.
And all of you live there together?
Do you mean the three factions?
Yes.
We do live there, but it is not in harmony. Which is why the Magi must become the ruling party, and therefore we could bring peace to the land. If only we could make the Brotherhood and the Maidens see sense. But no, they insist that we must do things their way. They say that fighting is the way to go.
And so you're going to fight them?
Well, we must make them see reason. And fighting is the only language that they understand, so it is the one that we will speak.
Have you tried reason?
Oh, we have tried many times to reason with them, but they do not reason back with us. They
Perhaps we can
maybe an
help.
external mediator. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe an external mediator would be of assistance.
God, they are far beyond that. They have not the capabilities of understanding. They're foolish and simple.
I can see that about the Madaras.
Fish bait. Hoo-ha-ha.
Well, we are in good standing with one of the groups. Is that
Yeah,
like
the-
Madara?
Yeah, the
And I'm in
brothers
good
like
standing
us.
with the other.
She's in
That's
good
what it's
standing
like.
with the other. Yeah. Perhaps we can
Yes.
help with the situation.
Oh, many have tried. I do not think it is possible. If you can bring them to an accordance to see that the Magi are the true rulers of the city, then I am more than happy to listen. But I think that there is
strongly
no hope.
doubt that any of them would accept you as true rulers, but like maybe you could come to some kind of triumvirate.
A council, perhaps?
A council? A council where members of the Brotherhood have their say. Can you imagine? We would all be going to war all the time. Hoo-ha!
Fish bait. Hoo-ha-ha.
Shark bait.
Was it shark bait? It's been a long time since I've seen
Yeah,
Finding
yeah,
Nemo.
it's shark bait.
Shark bait. Hoo-ha-ha.
It seems though you don't even want to try.
It is not that for lack of wishing to try. You must understand, you are outsiders here, and you have come into our situation. You do not know the many years of trials and tribulations that we have been through. You do not know how many times we have tried to sue for peace, to try to make them see that we are the true leaders of this realm.
I
You're
mean,
only
that may have been
12.
your first mistake.
I'm just gonna lean over to Way. He's fucking 12.
I know. That's what I was just thinking. He's,
I sort of wide eye, like, yeah, obviously, as I'm smiling just to like cover it up. We're not talking, just to cover up that with the fact that we're talking shit about him.
Okay.
Does Way know Thieves' Cant?
No, I'm not a thief.
Okay. I was
I'm not
just
a rogue.
checking. Well, you still might be able to know it.
If you spoke it to him, he'd just be like, yeah, sure, mate. Yeah, of course. All the time.
so you spoke of others. Is there anyone else in charge, or is it just you?
Of course there are others, yes. I am just in charge of this expedition. We are holding this area against the maidens. They have and be warned, they are brutal, and they have a stronghold on the other side of this level. But before long we will be relieved. Another group will come here and we will be sent down back to the city. Everyone must do their share.
I look at the
And
rest
with-
of you.
With that, I just looked at the time, and we're running a little bit late for our break. So why don't we take a pause here, do what you need to do, come back in 10 minutes. That will be
Okay.
that'll be 5 to the hour,
Okay.
and then we'll pick up, and that'll give you guys time to kind of think about how you want to handle this situation.
Okay.
All
sounds
right.
Sure.
good.
Okay.
All right. See you in a minute.
you guys are currently in this room with the Magi of Usmagaras, and the young man Arigua, Ariga,
Arugula.
I was
Arugula.
just gonna say
Auriga?
that.
Oh man.
Origa?
Origa, yeah.
Hmm.
Origa is speaking with you, speaking in common, and has been telling you a little bit about the secrets of the city down below. You're hearing more and more about this city, and it doesn't necessarily seem to be the most functional of cities. Um, but you are getting the idea that there is definitely a great deal of political strife between the three factions, and you're not sure if there are more factions or not, but these seem to be, if not the only three, then certainly the main three. That is really cool. I'm looking at this mini now, and that is so badass.
Mhm.
Love it.
I love the shield.
Yeah. Cleric of the Raven of the not the Raven Queen, Cleric of Pharasma from Pathfinder, but ported into 5th edition. That was so fun to play.
And the mace on fire. Ah, that's so cool. Sorry, easily distracted. Yes, so they seem to be interested in talking to you. They're very interested in hearing about the outside world, and the arugula starts.
That's his name now. Like,
Yeah, I feel like it is. It starts kind of like questioning you a little bit about like where you're from and what the cities are like and what the people are like, and is it true there's these things called elves?
Lunara kind of pulls her hair back to show her ears.
There's kind of like a gasp from people, and they're like, oh, "It is true. The elves exist." And they're sort of treating you a little bit differently, Lunara. There's sort of like an almost a reverence that they're show you, like you're some
Mhm.
like mythical fairy creature. Do you guys have any questions for them? Anything that your characters would particularly want to say or?
so just so you know, we have had contact with the maidens, sisterhood, whatever
Oh,
you
you
want to call
have.
them. Just so you know, we don't want to have any secrets or anything like that.
Yeah, we've met both of the other cults, or the other groups, should we say?
Thank you for sharing that knowledge with us. And when he says that, everyone in the room says, "Thank you for sharing your knowledge."
Interesting.
Um,
The greater good.
The great, so good.
Great, so good.
and he says, "We then you know what we speak of when we say that they are brutish and unthoughtful groups." The other thing I just realized I should mention to you is that there's a mix of men and women in this group. It's not. It doesn't appear to be all
Mhm.
one sex or the other.
Do they have any like visible tattoos? Do they have a visible initiation tattoo?
Yes, that is a good point. They do. They all have a silver star emblazoned on the palm of their hand.
Oh, that's gonna be hard to hide.
I mean, fingerless gloves exist.
That is true. Yeah, I feel like if I come across them, I could get archer's
Mm.
gloves.
So the young boys. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just. No, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how I want to approach this.
So Ariga, Ariga,
Arugula.
Arugula.
Ori, you could just go with
Ori.
Ori.
Let's go with Ori. I like that. Ori tells you that he says that you are more than welcome to take your ease here. We are a we keep our word. We are an honest group, and if you need somewhere safe to stay where you do not have to fear the other people who live here, then know that you are welcome. I know that if you wish to explore the other areas of this level, there are some that are not claimed by either faction at this time. But be wary of the dangers that lie within the pyramid, for they are vast.
What do you like? What do you know of on this floor? What should we keep an eye out for?
We have not done much exploring on this floor in many years, for it is held by the Sisterhood as well, and we are careful about how we explore. I assume you have figured out how the hallway works that rotates around.
Yeah, that was fun.
I will tell you that the Brotherhood also has a space here.
Okay, that's interesting to know.
Though I do not know if there are any of them currently. I have not seen any of them up here.
Okay.
I can also tell you this level is full of secrets.
Now you're talking my language.
There are traps, and there are the builders who built this region, built many secrets into it and many traps into it to protect the grave of the Holy One.
Now I'm curious.
The Holy One.
The Great King. The last Great King.
Of all three factions?
Of the city?
He was the one, you're right, he is the one who had us all united, and when upon his death, that is when the priests broke apart into the three groups. And the city fell to ruin.
Question. A name came up in discussion with the maidens. They did not hold it in particularly high regard. Do you know anything of Zargon?
You see he makes like the symbol against the evil eye with his hand.
Oh, okay.
And he says, that is not a name that we speak in these parts.
Understood.
That creature is a danger, and those who follow him are mad.
See, so we have a fourth player in the game.
That cult, for that is what they are. They are a cult. They are vile, twisted creatures whose minds have been bent and broken.
Would Willem know anything about the Abyss or the Nine Hells?
Up to you.
Yeah, he'd probably like horror stories. So I don't think he would know the name Zargon, but so is he related to demons or devils?
Roll me a history check, please. You may have advantage.
Dude, you're killing me here.
Your rolls on this game, oh my god. I will tell you this. It's not a name that you are familiar with. Nor are you certain that it is probably the only name of this creature, if it is what you are thinking it might be. Because often true names are hidden.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking because of like the twisting of the minds, like it's something infernal or abyssal.
And
or,
that is definitely something
aberrational.
reasonable. Or aberrational, yeah. That's definitely something to consider. And I think it's reasonable that Wilhelm would know that. But yeah, he wouldn't be certain which way it was leaning.
Okay. Thanks, number 5.
All right. So, shall we explore? Continue.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should see more of this level. Thank you for making space for us. We may well come back to you.
You are welcome. And be warned, if you see a statue of the Magi, tread lightly.
Good to know.
Understood. Thank you.
I will
Okay.
wait for the others to leave
What's,
and approach
what's beyond this door? I
the
asked.
child.
Oh wait, what?
Okay. So Willem, you're headed towards the child. And
After, like, I'll let.
after everyone leaves.
Yeah.
Okay. So Adriel is heading down to this door, and you ask what's beyond it. One of the others responds to you and says, "That leads towards our sleeping quarters and where we are staying."
Okay.
And in fact, opens the door for you to see a hallway.
I just looking. Oh, okay, interesting. Can I do a perception check in this hallway?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, nice, Adriel. You spot something here that looks funny about the wall.
Okay. I just look at whoever's looking at me and gesture. There's something over here.
Both comes and flies into you, into like land next to you.
And then I'll go up
A
to
couple of them come in and say, they look at each other, and they sort of just stand back and let you examine. You kind of get the feeling that you're being, I don't know if tested is the right word, but maybe tested.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll. I mean, do I notice? What do I notice about the wall? Is it? A
Yeah,
secret
so
door?
good
Yeah.
question. What you notice about the wall is that when you get close to it, this looks like a secret door to you.
Okay. I'll push on it and see if I can open it.
Yeah, you can. And
I was imagining he pushes on it and sees if he can open it, and nothing happens. And then Nara like pokes her head around the door and notices there's runes in Synodice and it just says pull.
yeah, right. So what you see is you see a statue of the Magi is on the other side of this. It is silver or silver leaf, and it's got its back to you because its back was facing the wall that is now has now slid out of the way. And you can see that he is holding a wand in one hand as he was up top on the very top of the pyramid.
Mm.
And you can see that it leads to a doorway down at the other end of the hall.
I say to quoth, "Tell them to come," and then I will investigate the statue while they're coming.
Before you go too much further, one of the Magi says, "Hold. This is the statue that you were warned of. There is a pressure plate on the floor that will release a poisonous gas. Tread lightly."
Thank you. Yeah.
You did very well to discover that door. Our leader will be most impressed with you.
I kind of nod at them.
Okay.
Lunara obviously gets the message and gestures for Way to follow.
Yep.
I'll catch up.
Okay, so Willem, you head over and speak with the leader while the others are down there. Do you want to go into secrets, or do you want to do this in general?
Let's go into secrets.
Okay, excuse us, guys. We will be right back.
Mm-hmm. Someone's interested in joining. Someone's interested in joining.
You already joined the Brotherhood, though.
He wants to join these guys.
Uh-oh.
See conflict.
Mm. And to be honest, Lunara kind of wants to join the maidens. So
Those horrible women.
Mm. I mean, she's more than a little bit taken with the leader. So as much as she doesn't like their attitude,
It's gonna be interesting.
I mean, in fairness, like if we have one of us, at least one of us in with each group, that could be very useful for like
No, yeah.
getting what we want out of them.
I totally agree. Yeah, that's kind of where I was going too. Where I was suggesting we talk to them.
Yeah. Get at least on good terms with all of them, and then see what we can do. The only problem is obviously the demands of the maidens. I don't really want to kill one of these guys or capture one of these guys.
I know they're so nice.
Massively. Yeah, they seem
like,
lovely.
They're like the nicest out of all of them.
Yeah, they're the fucking puppies, and I don't really want to kick them.
Very funny.
Mm.
So, like, I wonder if they pick a new kid every year when he turns 13.
I wonder what happens. I wonder what happens if the kid gets too old. Yeah.
That's why I was like, how long have you been down here?
Yeah, is this the Logan's Run situation, or Oh, your pet. Yeah, I thought I could hear. I was wondering if that's what I could hear in the VODs, in the background of the VODs through your mic. But
Probably.
yeah, no worries.
Like Chang, I was playing with my noise suppression today to try to block that out, the background, because I noticed it was so clear in the videos.
Yeah. Yeah, my motherboard's supposed to have AI noise suppression on it, and I went to set that up. Like I had it set up, and I went to use it today for this session, and it's just fucking gone. Like the option's not even there anymore.
Oh, I don't really hear any background from you, so.
Yeah, thankfully you can noise gate through Discord, so
yeah.
I'm using that, and I've just set the sensitivity quite low so that it can only really hear me. Yeah. I think they finished gaming now anyway, so shouldn't have too much to worry about.
I mean, at this point, we'll be in the hallway. We'll be like, "Where's Willem?"
What's keeping Willem?
Yeah, where's Willem? Is he coming? Perhaps you should send Qual to go.
Yeah,
listen in.
send the bird. Yeah. Yeah, no. I think let's let them do what they want to do.
No, I know. It's just funny.
There we are.
Guys, sorry about
Hi.
that.
That's okay.
Willem isn't gone long before he comes in the door behind you. In the meantime, you have been warned about this pressure plate, so you're aware that it's there. So you can see that Adriel, the wand in the statue's hand is the mechanism on the other side for opening and closing this secret door that you found.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll carefully go around the pressure plate.
Okay. So you head in. You find a door that's on an angle that you suspect is part of that rotating of horrors.
I'm. Before we go any further, I'm going to send Quoth over with some of my chalk and just get him to like put an X roughly where we think the pressure plate is,
Okay.
so that we know to
sounds
avoid
good.
it in future. He's nice and light, so he shouldn't have any issue with that.
So you take your chalk and you put your little X there.
Yep.
And you guys are
And then
welcome
he
to
hop-
draw on the map and mark it up as well.
Yeah.
If you want to do that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
And then he hops from the ground onto your shoulder.
Okay.
Adriel.
Adriel, what you are seeing is a sort of T-shaped corridor with a door at basically every end. This corridor, the one where Quoth is, looks well trod. There's not a lot of dust in here. It looks as though it's quite used. The one where you are heading is very dusty and old, and you get the idea that not a lot of people go this way.
Okay, so I will do a perception check as I come down
Sure.
to see if I can spot any traps as I come up to this door.
Okay, you don't see any traps, but you do hear some noises from inside the room beyond. It sounds like skittering noises.
Willem, it's all
Uh,
you. I hear skittering noises behind it. And
As you back up, Willem's going to follow and let him know that if you wanted, you could become allied with this group because of your magic.
oh, it's good to know. I'll think about it.
If you want, I'm just letting you know.
I appreciate that.
Lunara, like, I assume, are you saying that loud enough for just Adriel to hear, or is that something that Lunara can hear too?
Well, if you're that close, yeah, you would definitely hear it. And then I look at Lunara and just gesture.
What? So what? They're only interested in magic users, or?
Well, they're the Magi.
Uh-huh.
I'll have to think about it, but I appreciate you letting me know.
And I will check for traps.
Okay. Go ahead, roll me an investigation.
Yes!
Nice.
Finally!
Yay! There you go.
Vindication!
So, unfortunately, you don't find any traps.
Oh, God damn it.
I wish you could, because like it would be so cool. But no, you don't see any sign of traps on this door. But you also hear this skittering sound, and it sounds to you like insects within.
Now, is this one of the similar doors, like on the hinges?
Yeah, this is like a normal door.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to peek underneath.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, you see, what do you see? It's really dark inside this room, so you're only seeing a little bit of light that your torch is able to shine through the door. When the light sort of comes down low and sort of is a little bit more under the door, you see something skitter across the floor away from the light, and it looks like this.
Ugh!
Ooh, it's
Ugh!
pretty.
fun.
Ugh!
I like its colors.
I
I
mean,
like
at
to
least
think that
it's-
that's Willem's reaction. Ugh.
At least it's not a centipede. Those things are. Yeah.
All right, I'll prepare a lightning spark.
All right, yeah, I'll get ready, and I will open the door.
Okay, you open the door, and we're gonna roll some initiative here.
All right.
And Adriel, I know you had it prepared, but I think everybody was aware, so I'm not gonna give you a surprise on this one.
That's fine. I understand.
Group check. Nope, group init.
Yes. Break. The break.
The rolls are coming.
There we go.
Wei, do you want to
Magnificent.
roll as well? There
Yeah. I was clicking it, but nothing happened.
we go. It's having a little bit. Roll 20 is a little bit laggy today. Alrighty. So Willem, you have first initiative, which makes sense as you are the one who throws open the door. And let's turn off that and turn our battle music going.
Yeah, I would have grabbed the hand crossbow
Okay,
to target the closest one.
sounds good. Roll me.
Sharpshooter. Yeah.
Can you guys hear the music?
Yes.
Yep.
I cannot for some reason.
I presently can't.
Me either. Oh, because I have the wrong speakers
Uh,
enabled.
audio.
Now I can.
Ah, damn it.
So 13 minus 5. And which one are you doing? This one here?
No, this one right here.
Oh, I see. Oh, you can't even see that one.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's not going to be enough with the sharpshooter, unfortunately.
All right, I'll roll back around to the wall and
There we
just
go.
point aggressively through the door.
Point aggressively. Oh no. Right, I can hear the music now too. Turns out I had Roll20 muted in
Oh, in Chrome?
in Firefox. Yeah, in Firefox, yeah.
Ah.
But Roll20 doesn't run well in Chrome for me anymore. Like it's just
really?
awful.
That's
My
not funny.
Chrome installation just eats resources on my computer. I think I need to like dump it and
Oh.
reinstall it, but or just shift to Firefox fully.
Oh, right. I gotta end my turn.
Okay, I will step forward to see if I can. Oh, okay. I just say I've been willing to try this one, and I create a little tight sphere of electrical charge, and I toss it right at these two over here.
Okay.
And I shoot. That's it. A little 7 thunder damage. Yeah, I do a shatter spell.
Okay.
Constitution
so I'll do
saving
my
throw.
normal
It's a 10-foot radius.
con. Your DC is 13,
Yep.
and damage is 7. Damage on save is half.
Yes. Oh wow.
Oh. Oh dear.
Roll really well.
Some strong beetles.
However, it's done a lot of damage to them. They don't seem to
Yeah.
have a lot of hit points.
And I'll move back. So I was here, right? Yeah. 10, 30. Okay, and that's in.
I think you can only get to here if you were up there.
No, I couldn't remember where I started from. I thought I was.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. Sorry, you started closer than that. Please go back.
Yeah. So where was I here? I don't remember now.
You were right there. You were right next to Lunar.
Okay.
you go.
And turn.
Oh, my beetle gets to go.
Hmm?
It's gonna come up over here. I think it can see Willem from there.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
And Willem, it spits at you.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
no.
it hits you for 5 points of poison damage. And you have the poisoned condition. And that will end its turn. This one is going to come forward. I think it's actually going to come out here. And it is going to attack you with its bite. And miss. And its turn. Why does it say sniffer beetle? It's supposed to say oil beetle.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
did.
why is the sniffer beetle shooting at me
Mm.
or spitting at me?
Oh, it says it in the nameplate thing because that
Yeah,
didn't
it's the
change.
nameplate's the token, yeah.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
to. I've done some revamping of these because it's an old module and not all the monsters
Mhm.
exist.
Oh, right.
Yeah. This one's gonna come forward here. Can it see you there? It can, and everyone else is so far away. You're gonna get spit out again. This one misses you. And Wei, you are up.
All right.
What did that do to my tracker? Oh, there we go.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Let's move up. I'm gonna go all the way up. Oh my god. Why is it like that now? Hold on. All right.
Mhm.
Straight through. take out my long sword,
Use your
Okay.
ghost to kill that beetle.
which I am proficient with now. Let me guess, 'cause I can do that. Hold on, Dex, 'cause monk weapon,
Mhm.
long sword. It's Wade's not even gonna actually touch. You guys would notice he's not even touching the sword. He's just sort of like almost like a Jedi. He's just commanding it without actually touching it. It just flies out of the sheath from his back.
That's so cool.
Awesome.
And he
Yeah,
sort
you
of
hit it.
he does like a chopping motion with his hands, and then the sword just it goes right down on the.
Oh, that's
bug.
so cool.
Sword, damn it!
4 damage. It doesn't quite kill the creature, but it's definitely got a hole in its back.
All right, but I will use my bonus action to unarmed strike. I'll try to squish it with my foot with a big axe kick as I bring my leg down.
Awesome.
Oh God,
Oh,
Ted,
and the
no!
creature leaps up and stands on the wall.
My foot lands on the ground, stomps to the ground. That's me.
Okay.
Okay. Lunara is going to step forward a bit, and Eldritch Blast this one, I think.
Okay.
So, is that the only thing I'm going to do? Yeah, I don't think it's worth spending spells this early. So, yeah, Eldritch Blast.
Blast away.
I tried. I pushed the
Yeehaw!
button. So,
It might be roll,
Four.
roll 20 being a bit laggy.
Eldritch Blast. There we go.
Oh, there we go. 16 will hit. Go ahead and roll me up some damage, please.
Or 11 points of force damage.
Oh, you like smear this bug across the floor.
Yeah, I think it just disintegrates around the
Yep.
blast.
It
Okay.
smashes into one of these barrels, and behind the barrel goes crashes open.
And then I'm gonna send Quoth in to just use the like help action against this one here
Okay.
to provide like it's just gonna be like buzzing around it to give whoever attacks it next advantage.
Awesome. That'll
Just
really
gonna
help
step
Willem
back.
as he's poisoned and
Yeah.
needs-
That will be my turn. So it's N.
Okay. This beetle is gonna come forward to here. And I think I can hit Way from here. Yes, I can. So Way, you got some spit coming your way.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh, double.
Get those 20s out the way. Fine.
I wish you guys could see my face right now. Like my jaw is on the
Hmm.
floor.
That's 3 nat 20s in not quite in a row, but still fucking hell.
Right? Holy
Right.
smokes.
7.
It hits hard, and you also have the poisoned condition. And that will end this dude's turn.
We had a fight
Uh,
in my campaign I play on a Sunday where between me and 2 other players we got 9 natural 20s in a
Holy
row.
smokes.
The DM was not happy.
I imagine not. What is this one gonna do? I think this one is gonna step up to here. And is also gonna spit it away because it can't really see Willem because he's kind of behind the door there. This time you managed to avoid the poisonous spittle.
Yep.
And Willem, you're up.
Okay.
You have it. It'll negate your disadvantage if you attack the creature next to you, as Quoth is buzzing around it, trying to be distracting.
Just to be a dick, I'm gonna spoon it.
Yeah. Phrasing.
Oh, come on!
Does that actually give you a -1 to hit?
Yep.
Well, I mean,
That was with sharpshooter.
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
So, but even still, it's.
Oh,
a
I guess
natural
yeah.
one.
Because you can't sharpshoot with a spoon. Yeah, it's a natural one. Unfortunately, that's definitely gonna miss.
But I am going to use my new ability.
Awesome.
Because that one ended its move. Yeah, you can move up to half your speed as a reaction. Okay, so I could have moved back, but anyways.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're supposed to do it at the end of an enemy's attack,
Yeah.
not at the end of
so-
yours. But I'm happy to allow you to do it now because it's a new ability that we're all still learning. So
Yeah. So I'll end there. And
okay. All right, Adriel.
All right, I'm gonna try it again, where I create a little ball of thunder, and I'm gonna throw it right in front of. I don't know if I should. I'll try to do the two right in front of Way, and then this one.
Okay, it's the 10-foot reach, right? So are you gonna put it like here? And let me get the template for you. I've got a shatter template. Oh, I don't have it in this game.
Well, I could get this one and then this one, right? Because that's 10 feet.
Yeah, I think you can get the
Yeah.
one behind it as well.
Really?
Yeah, because shatter's like a 10-foot.
Cube.
You actually might be able to get. You can get all of them.
Is it that big?
Shatter, yeah, because it's a 10-foot. It's 10 feet
10 foot
away. So
cube, yeah.
if you place it,
Oh, 10
Yeah,
foot
it's-
radius sphere. Oh, so-
yeah.
Yeah.
so okay, I'm showing to others. So if I snap to the corner here, because so you can get if you pinpoint it here, it'll go there, 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 and there. So you can actually hit everything.
Okay.
So I am going to do some rolls. Thank God for this thing that lets me just roll them all at once. Roll type normal. Ability save is con. DC is 13. Damage is 13. That's awesome damage this time. Damage and save is a half. Status none.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I mean, I still think it's gonna kill most of them, or
It's
if not all of them. Kills all but one.
Awesome. Yeah, so we just get this thunder. Just our shells crack.
Awesome.
And that will be it.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
pat Way on the shoulder. You got this, buddy.
Oh, I thought I hit enter. Sorry. And there we go.
All right, and my sniffer beetle is gonna come up here. I think he's gonna spit at you again, Way.
Okay.
Missing.
Nope.
He's gonna skitter back. End his turn. Way.
Alright, well, that little piece of shit. I'm going after him. Where is he? Oh,
Can you
I don't have.
You don't have a
Oh, 'cause
light source on, so you
Oh.
can't see him. I mean, so I'll tell you what. You do know that the creature is just here. You're literally stood next to it. So you would have disadvantage to hit it because you can't see it, but you already have disadvantage. So if you just want to attack him, you can.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Longsword. Make a thrusting motion, and I'll have the sword try to pierce it on the ground
Okay.
with a toothpick. 21 with disadvantage.
Oh, nice.
Roll me up some damage.
10.
Yeah, you skewer it.
Sword just straight into the ground like a shish kebab.
Badass. Yeah, awesome. You kill this creature and it is skewered, and you find yourselves in, or you find yourself because you're the only one in the room, in a old storage room. It's filled with crates and barrels, and sorry, this is not super old. This is filled with crates and barrels that are in reasonable condition. The beetles were going through them, but is obviously no longer. They are all deceased. And the one crate that the spell broke open is full of food, and you can see that there's casks of wine in here and stuff. This seems to be the storage area for the magi.
They had beetles crawling through all their food.
They
Hmm.
did. They have a bug problem.
Had.
I'll just give the room a quick once
true.
over, just to look around and see if anything comes
Sure.
out of. I'm assuming it's
Mhm.
just all their food, so there's no. I don't want to like.
Give
go
me
through
a
it.
perception check, please. You know what? I think that is enough for you to notice the secret door that is back here.
Can I just how do we feel about PvP?
I
We
don't
never
like
talked
it.
about that. I personally would prefer no PvP. The way that I like to handle it is if you want to do something, you can narrate what your character does, and then the player who you are trying to do the action on would narrate what happens, if it succeeds or not. And that way it stops hurt
Yeah.
feelings.
So, I don't really want to. I'll try to slip some wine into Adriel's pack.
I mean, how are you gonna do that? That would be-
So you take a bottle from one of the crates, and you try and slip it into Adriel's pack. Adriel, do you notice it, or does it go unnoticed?
I mean, I feel like a wine, a bottle of wine,
It's
would
kinda
be
heavy, right?
pretty hard to like. Yeah, once you put it in my pack, I would feel it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I
And
would
then
just look at you like,
and
"What are
then
you
I just
doing?"
pack it up. It's like, it's just a joke.
Yeah, I'm like, "What are you doing?" Okay. And then I'll go check out this door.
Just because you were doing a once over before I could get to him.
Oh, I see. He took your
Lunara's
job.
just
didn't
gonna
he?
like sweep the room for like magic.
Yeah, Lunar, you don't see any magic. Like I said, this
Mhm.
seems to be a storage room for the Magi. You do see, and Adriel, you would notice this with your look around the room. In addition to the food and wine, there's also some just spell component type items. No really big ticket things, but just like the little odds and ends that you need as a wizard to cast spells. There's
Mhm.
probably a couple of additional focuses in here. You can also see that there are some masks in some of the crates and some additional robes. It's and then also some standard adventuring gear.
Mm. Lunara will probably just top up her component pouch from one of the
Yeah,
from one
awesome.
of the thingies.
So yeah, you throw a few bits and bobs in there.
Oh, and I'm putting that bottle of wine in my backpack.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Willem. Would you like to look at this door?
No, it's fine. It's fine. And then I'll put 3 more in there.
Okay. 1 second, sorry.
This Hero Forge stuff is pretty cool.
It's
Yeah,
addicting
Forge is
once you
amazing.
start making characters.
Yeah.
Shame you can't pose the legs like individually as well.
I once for a group, I
Yeah.
made Hero Forged images of all of their characters, and they didn't have color at the time, so I colorized them in Photoshop, and then I put that it was
cool.
like their splash page, so we had like all the characters like in cool heroic poses. Took me hours. It was
Nice.
really cool though.
Yeah.
It was fun. Okay, so yeah, you guys are looking around the room. You're taking a couple of things. You hear like a behind you. And you see one of the magi is sort of standing there watching you, Willem, as you're like putting another bottle in your bag.
Quoth goes to him like in probably in a really reasonable facsimile of Willem's voice. You had a bug problem.
He says, I see. We thank you for your assistance, and we invite you to take some items within reason.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bonus action hide.
Okay.
All right. So if Willem, yeah, I'll just open this door.
Okay. You open the
Oh,
door.
you're just gonna open it. Okay.
Well, I asked if you wanted to look at it.
You're too busy stuffing your bag full of wine.
you're too busy stealing. Would you like to check the door, Willem?
Yeah, I'll take a gander.
All right, I'll step back.
Okay.
Ah, crap! I closed my character sheet.
Shift double click.
Mm.
Milo, that's enough. I don't know what he's barking at.
Nice.
Hot damn.
Hey. You are completely convinced that this door is untrapped. I'm so sorry you're rolling so well. There's no trap.
It's a shame the nat
Oh,
20 is wasted
actually,
by being ill.
I was gonna say you're poisoned, so it's actually only a 15.
Yeah. Well.
But it's not trapped. You see no traps. You're not concerned about this one.
Okay. I will try to open it.
Okay, you open it. You are looking back into a hallway, and you recognize the hallway as the one that was windy,
Oh,
twisty,
yeah.
bendy that led all the way back up to the
Oh
main door.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well.
Back the other way. I don't know.
Let's go back to the twisty room, twisty
Okay.
hallway.
Yeah.
Do you want to go back the way we've just come,
This
or
way?
do you want to walk through that way, through that corridor?
Well, I'm gonna go up this way, like through the original route because that has
Okay.
all the buttons.
I mean, it has a button.
There's a button on this side as well. You would have noticed that as well. Each doorway has a button
okay.
that
Yeah, so
calls
I'll-
a hallway, basically. Okay, so
So if we get people through it on enough sides, we can make the hallway just spin by just pushing our buttons in sequence.
my dynamic lighting. Okay, you guys can go ahead and open that door.
Yeah, let's try. I guess northwest and southeast.
Okay. Can I get
Okay.
y'all to put your tokens at the center
Yeah.
4 tiles there?
That's why I did that. I moved it center for you.
Thank you.
I knew that's where
Sorry, Willem,
the
I'm gonna
best
throw
spot.
you here,
Uh,
and I'm gonna
alright,
put you there, Lunera, and Quoth will go on top of you.
Yep, I got it.
And the door will close, and you push the button, and the DM has put on the new map. She just has to fix the dynamic lighting.
Is this a rollable token with the 4 directions, or is this a separate layer that you're switching to?
It's a separate layer that I'm switching to. It is it's
Uh-huh.
a different map, and I'm sending all the maps to the back.
I see, that makes sense.
And then I am rotating the dynamic lighting, but this bloody door is in the way every time. The way that the handles work for Roll20's dynamic lighting is making it so that yeah, it's just Pete's sake. Sorry, I am struggling a little bit right now, but
That's okay. Take your
it's
time.
rotating. Now.
There we go.
Okay. So that is all set up. You guys are good to open the doors.
Okay.
Once
Which
again.
of these 2 ways do you want? Should we go north, northeast,
Yeah,
northwest even?
sounds good.
Yep.
I'll come up and open the door.
Okay. You're looking in, surprise, surprise, another hallway. This one is
Shock.
fairly short before it sort of bends, and then you can see it sort of takes an angle up to the northwest.
I sneakily sneak up to the next door.
Okay, go ahead and give me a sneaky stealth roll, please.
Eh,
13, not bad. You're fairly quiet as you move, and you get up to the next door here, and yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna open it. I'm noticing there's not a lot of traps, but
Okay.
this one's probably gonna be trapped.
You open it, and what you see.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask everyone to freeze right now, please.
Forgot to move
Um,
forward.
I'm all the way at the bottom. What do you see?
So,
Just does the hand motion across the neck like shut up.
So yes, this room is a ruined chapel of some kind. There are tattered tapestries that hang from the walls. A dusty altar along the north wall is covered in a rotted altar cloth. The candlesticks, offering bowl, and holy symbol on the altar, yeah, you can see, and you can see that there is a glowing, circly symbol.
That's
there.
so cool, by the way.
I love that they put gifts in Roll20. It just makes things so neat. There is the candles are unlit, and the other thing that you see is a 6-foot-long lizard that is hanging out next to the altar. And when it sees you, it seems to have been asleep. It rises to its feet. Everybody, roll initiative.
Wish I didn't use level 2 spells on beetles. Oops. Oh boy.
Okay, Willem, you get to take first action. So this actually might work out really well for you.
So it sees me because I've got my lantern on.
Yeah, it sure does.
And does it seem aggressive?
Yeah.
I mean, we rolled initiative, so
yeah,
I'm
it's
assuming
getting
so,
to
but-
its feet and it's kind of like making noises.
okay, yeah. I will fire a shot.
Okay.
Sharpshooter.
Okay. Don't forget you have disadvantage. 4 will not hit.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna run back.
Okay. Do you say anything to the rest of the group as you come running back?
Nope, 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 nope. I'll go there,
Oh.
and if I can, ready an action. But I already used my action, so I probably can.
You cannot. That's correct. Yeah, you've already used your action. Adriel,
I
you just
don't-
see Willem opens the door and then comes running back, going nope, 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 nope. Gets a shot off, and you hear it like clattering in the hallway.
All right, so yeah, I'll just prepare a spell because I don't want to go down there by myself. So
Okay.
I will prepare a chromatic orb to shoot
Okay.
if I see anything.
Okay, chromatic orb at the ready.
Yep.
Way.
Oh, I'm in darkness right now because I forgot to move up like the dumbass I am. So I will navigate. They went this way, right? Yeah.
Well,
Away
I
from
do
me?
have my hooded lantern, so you can see light around the corner.
Yeah, when you get one more square forward, you'll be able to see.
Hold on. Boom. I can say hello. Let's see. I can move. How do I do checkpoints again? Oh
Hit
God. Yeah, I was holding Q the whole time. Not smart. Not
Yes,
smart.
just hit Q. Just
Yeah,
like
just
push
tap.
it every time you want to change the.
Yeah, I'll come up behind. I'll come up behind Willem. What's going on, Big Willie?
Big lizard. Big lizard.
Uh, all right. Big lizard. Big lizard. Big lizard. Big lizard. I believe that's. I've already moved that one. That's all I can go through all the difficult terrain. So all I'll do right now is ready. My action to longsword, if it comes into my range.
Okay, you guys hear the sound of claws moving across the floor. Lenara, you are up.
Okay. The Nara is going to move to here. Does I hear about a big lizard?
Well,
Uh,
Willem
move
just
forward.
opens his arms as wide as he can and just shakes him up and down like big lizard.
I see. That's a big lizard. Okay. She's going to position herself back here and prepare to cast Eldritch Blast if she sees anything come through the door.
Okay.
And Quoth is going to come back towards us.
You hear like
Uh,
kind of noises.
How much? What's Quoth? Fly 50. Okay. So that should be plenty. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, plenty. He's gonna come back and land on her shoulder.
Okay.
Okay. That's me. Sorry, I will select and enter.
All right. Well,
Were you imagining it, Willem? I'm just like holding this ball of lightning in my hand.
That's actually a possibility. I will squeeze around way. So that's 10, 15, 20, 25. Huh. There's nothing there. Just in case. Gonna drop some ball bearings. Let's say 50.
okay. Just on the square you're on right now, or where are you putting them?
Just inside the door. Like, just kind of like grab a handful and then throw them in the door. Straightforward.
Okay. Well, I don't have like a good thing for that, but oh, that's bigger than I thought. So like right here or right?
That's what
here?
she's.
To the right.
Okay.
And then bonus action dash and squeeze past way.
Oh, careful, careful.
Excuse me, pardon me.
All right, I'll just continue holding on to the spell because I don't want to lose it. So that'll be my turn.
Okay.
My ready action.
Away. Sounds good.
Oh, everybody's moving. Do I want to potentially die today? You know what? Let's do it.
Bring it out here, I say.
Oh, actually, wait. Let me. How far that move? I want to light a torch because I can't see.
Okay, so we'll take your action to light a torch.
Yeah, no problem. Boop. I can still move. I'll move up behind Willem.
Willem's back here now. I don't
What?
know if you're seeing a remnant.
I'm seeing a remnant because I see him right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I see him right in front of me, right there.
That's where he was, but he moved back. He's actually in this square here.
Okay, so and then I'll just move up just a little bit. Then
Okay.
allow for more of a choke point. I'm gonna refresh the game real quick.
Yeah. So the guard drake is going to move, and when it does, it's going to hit those ball bearings. Can you just throw in chat there what I have to roll? I think it's a
I believe it's
Dex
a
check?
dex save.
Yeah, I think it is.
what's the DC on it? Oh, it doesn't matter. He rolled a 1.
Oh, nice.
So he falls prone, I believe. Ball.
Let me look it up.
Ball bearings. Here we go.
Dexterity saving throw or fall prone. Creature moving through the area at half speed doesn't need to make the save.
Okay, he's definitely running. So he falls prone, which is going to cost him half his movement to stand up.
Oh, and it's a 10-foot square.
Oh, awesome. He's actually going to go through it here, though, and can just make it.
So I'll trigger my chromatic
Reaction.
orb.
That'll
Yep.
trigger, yeah, that'll trigger the chromatic orb. So go ahead
And my Eldritch Blast as well.
Oh
And your
my
Eldritch Blast as
god! Wow.
Oh dear.
Now I'm rolling like Willem.
I'm getting better. EB 14
14 will hit.
Ooh, okay.
for 10 points of force.
Nice. You smack into this guard drake as it snarls and leaps towards Way. Way, it's going to use its full action on you. So here comes a bite attack.
Okay, that's a
10
miss.
is going to miss. And then he
That's a
whacks
hit.
around and hits you really
Ah.
hard with his tail.
Ooh.
For 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
That will
Your
end.
Giovanni showing.
Your Giovanni is showing.
Okay.
Lunara.
Okay, so bonus action hex the Drake
Mhm.
at first level, and then I am going to blast.
Okay.
Let's make sure that is turned on. Oh, I
Oh.
picked the perfect time to
Oh,
hex.
There we go.
Tit for tat there. All right, roll me up your damage.
That is
boy.
10. That is 20 points of damage.
Nice rolls. Holy smokes, that smoked him. That's a hard hit. You got him right in the face. One of his teeth falls out.
Get me that teeth. Yeah, so that's a massive blast. Quoth is going to fly down to kind of where Way is, and use usual harrying tactics to try and
Okay.
give someone a bit more advantage on attacking the thing.
Okay, sounds good.
And then that is my turn.
Okay, before we move on, we are at our time. Do you want to finish this combat and call it there, or would you rather we put a pin in this and came back next week?
We'll finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got time.
That's okay.
Yeah, I got time.
Okay, as long as we're not making anyone late for anything or anything, I just so Willem, you are up.
All right, I will knock an arrow, and I'm not going to sharpshooter this time.
Okay. You will have a normal roll thanks to Quoth's assistance.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh.
That is not gonna hit your short bow. It's just the creature is hard to hit. He's long, but he's down low at the ground. And Way's in the way. He's always in the way. Get it? He's in the way.
This is the way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, no bonus actions.
Nope.
Okay, Adriel.
All right, I am going to. I'm probably going to waste a spell, but I'm going to bonus action use my sorcery points to give me a level 2 spell.
Okay.
So that's 3 sorcery points, and then I'm going to cast my chromatic orb. Oops. Oh wait, you can't upgrade chromatic orb. I thought I could, but it misses anyway.
It might be that when you upcast it, yeah, you can. It's just the damage, and so it wouldn't ask you until you rolled the damage. So just
Oh, I see.
yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. So I missed.
so you'll just oh no, you're up.
Yeah.
Just make sure you
Uh,
remove that from your sheet
yeah.
because it won't do it automatically.
Yeah, I noticed. Okay. So I'll take my spell slots off. Okay. That was I'm yeah, looking I'm not doing too well today, guys. I'm sorry, Wei. I'm trying.
Wait, you're hurt. You feel sick.
Oh,
Creatures
yeah,
coming
this-
at you.
I guess I'll look back to the group. Avenge me, and I'm gonna go full on.
17 is a hit.
All right, 7 damage. Spend a key point.
Okay. So you're gonna do
Actually,
a flurry of
wait.
blows.
No, you know what? I don't think many monks use this too often, but since I'm pretty hurt already, I'm gonna spend it to use patient defense,
Cool. That is
Good
a really
call.
good choice.
and that's me. He has disadvantage on attacks against me.
Awesome. That was a really smart choice.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a bite attack coming at you.
Yep.
Misses with a 6. And he comes around with that tail that was so deadly last time. And
Son of a. That's a hit.
oh no. Oh, you're still up for 5
I'm
points
up.
of bludgeoning damage. You sort of leap over it. It catches like your ankle, and you come down on it. And it twists your ankle, but you're still up. And he will remain where he is and end his turn.
Okay.
Lunara.
Gonna get Quoth to buzz it again to give me to do the help action for me.
Okay. So you'll be attacking with
And
advantage.
then, yep, I'm gonna shoot it with another Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Hope this finishes our little encounter. That's a 13.
13 will not hit.
Ah, fuck. What else do I have? What else do I have?
Blame Way. He's still.
Yeah, always fault. Don't have
I feel
anything
like I'm being
else I can
targeted
do.
today.
It's your turn.
Okay. There was an attempt to end my turn there.
Alrighty, Willem.
All right. Let's try this one more time. Hopefully this kills it. Short bow.
Okay.
Oh, come on,
Oh.
man. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Any movement or bonus actions?
Could I use a bonus action to throw Way behind me?
I would allow you to do that as an object interaction. You'd have to come up a step. But then yeah, you could grab him and
Yeah, like
drag him out of
just
the way.
and just put him like in the tile behind me.
Yeah, I'd allow that. As long as Way allows that.
Yeah, I'm pretty hurt.
Alright, so Way, you can step back a tile there.
Okay, thank
Well,
you.
I'm taking one for the team.
All right.
And as a free action, maybe I drop my bow and draw my short sword.
Yeah, sure.
Right, here I go again. This time I just like completely like light up in electricity and I just lift off the ground. My eyes turn white, and I shoot this another chromatic orb. But I'm also
Awesome.
using Radiant Soul, so I start to fly.
Cool.
Oh shit!
Please hit. Yes.
Yay!
So that's
Alright, get me some damage going here.
19 electric
Oh,
damage
wow.
and then
Holy crap!
3 radiant
yeah.
damage. So 19, 20, 21, wait, 22, right?
Yeah, 22.
Adriel. How does it die?
It just fries. This lightning just sparks all over it, and it just burns up and drops.
Awesome. You're channeling Gorm.
Yeah, as I channel Gorm. My voice gets deeper.
Amazing. Yeah, it fries. Willem, you selflessly push Way behind you and you know, prepare to defend yourself, bringing up your sword, and this creature just like zaps in front of you and drops to the ground. And that will end our encounter here.
Oh, that was
And I think that will also end our game. That was a intense way to end.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll start off next week. You guys can head off, investigate that room if you so wish, and I'm assuming you're probably going to want to take a short rest.
That would
But
Yes,
probably be a
please.
good idea.
we'll deal with that at the beginning of next session.
Sure.
Awesome.
Uh,
That was
Oh,
fun. Thanks,
damn.
Kirsty.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah,
I'm
thank you.
thoroughly enjoying this. I love this like old school campaign. It's not one
Yeah,
I get to play very often.
it's a little different,
Yeah.
like in
They're
small
Yeah.
ways, but
they're interesting, the older ones, because there's a lot less story and a lot more monsters.
Yeah.
And so you have to kind of rewrite them a little bit, which I've done, but I've had a lot of fun with that because I enjoy tinkering with campaigns. So it's been like a lot of fun to kind of like make the connections make more sense and all that kind of stuff. And like I cannot wait for us to get into the rest of this because you think stuff is crazy now. Wait
oh boy.
for it. But you met the other factions, so I get to put them in now.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, that was good fun.
Yeah, awesome guys. So we're all good for next Saturday, the 25th.
Mhm.
I might not be able to make next Saturday. I need to double check.
Okay.
That might not be a thing I can do, I'm afraid.
Okay, no worries. Send us a message in Discord.
Yeah, will do.
That's something we actually haven't talked about. Is if someone can't play, do we skip the week or do we play regardless? How do you guys feel about that?
I need to be right back very quickly. Sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead. We can talk about that in Discord.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We're already running
Yeah.
late, so
Yeah.
thanks for hanging out and staying late.
All right.
It's only like 8 minutes.
I know that fight was actually shorter than I thought it was going to be, which is good. Where is my? Oh, it's here. Trying to put the tokens on so that we can have our little chart.
I like that.
Those are the other ones. I really like this splash page that
Yeah.
it's one that I bought, and it's like it's nice because you can add like factions and various other things to it.
Yeah,
It's
that is cool.
kind of handy
Sorry,
to have everything.
what was the verdict on play or
Uh,
skip?
we didn't decide we were going to talk about it next
Okay.
week, so or
Okay, fair
talk about it during
In
in
Discord or whatever, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Sure.
So we'll chat there and we'll make a decision.
Okay.
All right.
If you we could do something like we could play one shot instead. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, we'll chat about that. So thanks for the game, guys. Have a great
Yeah.
week, and I'll see y'all next week.
All right. Bye,
Yeah, see you
everybody.
next
See you
week.
guys next week.
See
Bye.
you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Lost City. Join us tomorrow, Saturday, the 25th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we'll be playing our next live game of this series. I hope you enjoyed it and have a good night.